Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another DFFOO stream, and tonight we got some hypeness coming. The boy Core is dropping. Noctis is pretty hype for some people, so we've got some stuff dropping in about 10 minutes. I have been recommending Core all month, so I can't wait to show you guys how awesome this guy is. Shout out to everybody here joining me right away tonight. I think this will be a pretty hype stream. Hoping to have a lot of people here chatting it up. I really enjoy doing this with you guys, having you guys around. I have pinned my Discord if any of y'all want to join. Shout out to Sed being here. Willow Wolf, thanks for coming again. Carmus is here. Yo, let's get it. Sed, Sed, you've got your 100k gems for Core full kit. And then skip a few banners. Yeah, I think after Core, things will kind of cool off a little bit. But I think Core is really a must-get for players if you don't. Hendro is here. Thanks for coming, Hendro. Hi, Joe. Good luck with your polls. My polls are going to be minimal to none, actually. So I don't even know if I'm going to record a poll video. I got my BT tokens ready to go for Core. I have like 20 tickets to my name and 150k gems. And so what I would like is I would like to free poll Noctis FR. That's what I would like. If I free poll Noctis FR, I think I might actually max him out because I already have his BT. So I've got all the hard stuff done, right? Core's fully built. I'm going to buy the BT with tokens. Now, dude, super best case scenario, I get Core BT on a free pull. Then my 50 tokens are going to either Pain or Balthier. It's going to be a tough choice, but it's going to be one of them. So we'll see. That would be super best case scenario, though, right? Magina Void is here. Let's go. Willow, I think I'll token him. I already got his kit. Maybe a few tickets for Gao's LD. Yeah, Gao's pretty legit. I like Gao. But yeah, you don't have to worry about going too crazy for an LD only character. Also, let me know if everything's sounding okay tonight, if the volume's good. Final Fantasy Addict is here. Thanks for coming again. 330k gems and 400 tickets for Noctis. Oh yeah, you're ready. You're more ready than me. Ernesto is here. Yo, thanks for coming, Ernesto. Zanzan, Dalazan. Hey, thanks for coming again. Genesis End is here. Been waiting on this stream. Fire. Yes, 0 resources, but I'll get Core BT somehow. Well, if you got the tokens, that's a great way to get it. Catbat is here. Yo, thanks for coming, Catbat. Hey, Joe, I will pull later after dinner. I hope you get lucky. I hope I get lucky as well. Clarence Davis is here. Let's go. Let's go. Orehime Ventus is here. Hey, Joe, nice catching a live stream. Keep up the great content. Love both DOKKAN and DFFOO vids. Well, I appreciate you watching both my vids. There's going to be a lot of DOKKAN stuff this week, dude. Those new free-to-play Dragon Ball Saga units, if you didn't see it, I just put out a showcase on the STR Yamcha and the Tech Bulma. Dude, they're cracked. Like, they're good. Like, for free-to-play units, I was saying this about the Yamcha. Like, he looks like a legit summonable unit EZA. Like, he's crazy. Which is really awesome for me because I love Dragon Ball Saga and I really like these units. So yeah, Zero Senpai is here. Thanks for coming. Bevan Camp is here. Thanks for coming, Bevan. Had to pity Queen or Ruby and Aerith. Wow, a lot of pities. I have my pity jumps for Core, but was on a break when Core originally dropped, so I have to pull. All right, Bevan, here's what I'm going to say. Since you had to pity so much, you're going to get Core on the free pull. I'm predicting that for you. Bevan, let us know if you get it. I think you're going to get Core on your free pull. E-Daddy is here. Yo, thanks for coming, E-Daddy. Willow, everything sounds good. I think only the game is mute. Yeah, and I always keep my game mute, so that's normal. I got my normal background music going, so. Bronco is here. Yo, thanks for coming, Bronco. A noodle brand here is called Joe Wags. That's why I call you Mr. Noodle. All right. Oh, interesting. Oh, wait. So there's a noodle brand called Joe's Wags? Wow, interesting. That is interesting. I did not know that. All right. Sean Martello is here. Thanks, Joe. Good luck. Love Core and need the BT. Yeah, dude, Core's BT is going to be awesome. E-Daddy, you're going to token Core. You haven't fully built. Yeah, so E-Daddy, you're in the same boat as me and a lot of people. Like I said this before in like the Should You Pull video. Anybody that's played during a time Core has been released probably have him. Because like Core is never not good. He's always highly recommended. So anybody that's a veteran that's played during any of Core's appearances probably already has him fully built. Trey Garcia is here. 200 tickets. Hopefully Core is nice to me. I hope you get him in 200. Duke is here. Hey, yo, let's go, Joe. Hope you got good luck tonight. I hope so too. I need it. My resources are hurting right now. That Spiritus can't come soon enough to give me those 400 tickets. Willow, I wanted to play Dokkan, but my motivation is low. Yeah, if you're not, like, never play a game if it feels like work, right? If you don't want to play Dokkan, don't play Dokkan. I'm playing it because I love it, and I love Honkai Star Rail. I'm playing that a lot, and Breath of the Wild, loving that game. Playing that a lot as well. Carmus, how are you enjoying the D2D? I'm enjoying it. It's very challenging. I actually still haven't beaten that last one. Dude, I thought I had it. Okay, hold on. If we go to Dare to Defy here. Dude, I thought I had this, and the team I was using, let me go into here. I don't think I have the team set up at the moment. Let me see. This Dare to Defy 4. Haven't quite gotten this one yet. Yeah, I don't think I have the team up anymore. But what I was attempting was, Balthier, Sarah, and Zach. So I was doing Balthier. So here, I can put the team up. I know this team can get it done. So it was Balthier, and then Sarah and Zach is what I was running. Let me just get that set up here. Where's my boy? Oh, Zach's probably, yeah, Zach. And then Sarah's going to be down here in 13. Where's my girl Sarah at? Oh, I passed it. Hold up, 13. Should be around here. Yeah, right here. This is the team I was trying, and this team was working really well. The problem was like I had them in like the 20% mode. Like I was reaching endgame on it, and my turn count was really good. I had done my force times well. Then they went into that stupid paralyze mode, and I didn't have a way to like negate it. And they literally went from one paralyze into the next paralyze into the next paralyze until they just killed me. It was so stupid. They basically did it and burned through Zach's burst effect so that he was killable, and then they killed Zach. So it was so stupid. Like I had to fight one, and the dang paralyze. It's so dumb. So yeah, that was the team. I'll get it done. It's just we'll get there. We'll get there. I honestly haven't even been able to do that many attempts. I've done like literally 3 attempts on it. So I need more time with it to get that D2D done. There's no rush. I could end up doing it with another character I get later. Maybe I go in with Core's BT and knock it out that way. We'll see. We shall see. But I do enjoy D2D. That's awesome. I love being able to use other characters, try different team comps. It's great. Carmus, I'm struggling being a newer player. I started right at the tail end of the Squall banner. It's okay. Just Carmus, don't stress about it. Like especially D2D, because that's like not only is D2D end player content, but this particular D2D is very difficult. So I said this before. If you can't beat these, like do not stress about it. And the rewards are minimal, right? Like if we go in here. Like, there isn't much there. Like, the 5,000 gems, sure, that's one multi, right? And tickets, 20 tickets is like nothing in this game. They give you tickets. Like, you're really not, like, if you didn't do any of this, like, this is not a ton of resources, right? You're going to go into Spiritus, and they're going to give you 400 tickets and 40k gems. So, like, this is nothing. Do not stress about those rewards. And the big thing you guys don't want to do at Dare to Defy, never pull a character you would not normally pull just to try to beat something, because that's how they win. That's what they're trying to get you to do, because they're trying to get at the players that want to be completionists and say, oh, I got to get it done, I got to get it done. All of a sudden, you go in, right? You go in, and let's say you weren't going to pull for Balthier, and you're like, man, this D2D4 is hard. I'm going to go in and pity Balthier BT. I'm going to use my BT resources. I'm going to use my 4 stones. I'm going to use everything to max out Balthier, a character that maybe you weren't going to get. You've expended all that resources for what? 1 multi and 20 tickets? That's what you expended your resources for? So you're going to spend any time, and once again, I'm not trying to knock Balthier or say Balthier's bad or anything. I'm just saying, in general, if you are not going to pull for a character, the resources you put into getting that character to beat the content, you're actually spending more than you would have got in rewards. So by not doing it, you're, in a sense, kind of rewarding yourself by having more materials, right? So the bottom line, I just want to say, don't stress and like feel like you have to beat it. That's it. That is it. Okay. Final Fantasy Addict. Hey, I have 49 BT tokens saving for that Super Saiyan hair dude from Final Fantasy VII Intergrade. Yeah, go for it, man. Save them up for who you want. Sean, I fully built him forever ago. For once, I only need his BT. Nice. Robert M. Is Noctis worth pulling for? I did a should you pull, Robert, if you want to watch it. Noctis's banner does have a lot of value. It's a good banner. If you don't have a main DPS, it could be worth it. But if you have a main DPS and you don't have a lot of resources, you may want to skip it. I think prioritize core over Noctis, for sure. Hendro, Noctis or Core for green BT. If you can only choose one, I would do Core. Because Core's the character that's going to have more longevity. You're going to use him more. To be honest, Noctis's BT effect is a better one. Like, it enhances his hit more because he gets the follow-ups. But Core's a character you're going to use way more. So I would go with Core. For sure. And by the way, banners are dropping any second here. My clock says 8:59. So the moment we tick over to 9, we got banners. JM, you saw one on Rydia, Galif, and Garnet. I could try that, like a dodge build. I could definitely do a dodge build. All right, let's go ahead and hop in. Polls should be here. I'm debating whether I even want to record these. Maybe I will in case it's hype. So, yeah, we got the first multi. Dude, Galif and Cater as side characters. This banner's so good. All right, well, we'll record it just in case I want to post it to my channel. I mean, it's kind of the same boat as last week. I'm not really going that hard on it. So let's go ahead and set up for the video. Good luck to you guys. Hope you get what you want. Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. Tonight we are live streaming for Core and Noctis. We are going to do the definition of very light pulls in pretty much only free pulls. My plan is I'm going to BT Pity Core. And I've got, or not BT Pity, but I've got the burst tokens, right? I'm just going to token him. But I do kind of want Noctis FR because I've got his BT already. So it's like, I kind of have everything for Noctis. So to get the FR and just have like another nice, well-built DPS is probably worth it for me. Here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping on some of my free pulls here, I do get the core or the Noctis FR is what I would really like to get. And really best case scenario, if we get a core BT for free, that means I now have 50 free tokens to get maybe Balthier or Pain, which would be absolutely ridiculous, right? So let's hop in. We're going to start on the Noctis side. We want Noctis FR. So let's go ahead and see if we can get the luck here. Can we get the luck? All right, Bronze Orb. Remember, any purple orbs, we can't get that excited because it's a 50-50 shot, right? It's going to be Core or Noctis on both banners. By the way, for my actual free tickets that I earned, I am going to pull all on the Core side because that's got the FR and the BT I need on it. So I can get Core BT or Noctis FR. So that's definitely the side I need to pull on. We'll see what happens here. This looks like a nothing, just a Cater, okay? All right, let's go back. Go to the Core side. We'll do the free multi. Oh, dude, I'm praying. If I got the BT, that would be beyond hype because I literally have 50 tokens I could use on somebody else. That would be insane, you guys. That would be insane. All right, Bronze Orb. See what happens here. See what happens. See what happens. I do have... I technically have 20 tickets I can toss down, so sure, if I don't get Noctis FR, I'll toss down the 20 tickets. See what happens. So far, the free pull's not doing much here. I mean, we got 3 golds there. 4 golds? Okay, a lot of golds, just no FR or BT there. All right, well, 3 multis. See what we can get here. We are on the Core side. So, yeah, we're looking for Core BT or Noctis FR. That's what we want. See what happens. Oof. I kind of saw the gold color and thought maybe a BT orb, but nope, this is a regular gold orb. So this only means EX or better. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, dude, if I could get the Noctis FR on one of these purple tickets, dude, your boy would be happy. I'd be more happy for the Core BT. But yeah, we're going to do 2 showcases tonight, those of you watching me live. We're going to get Core done and we're going to get Noctis done. All right, well, double Gao EX. Nothing too crazy there. Let's go again. Oh, another gold. Oh, be nice to see a purple pop up or a BT pop up. It would. Give me the big bad fake out here. Let's see what happens. See what happens. We'll pop off the 20 tickets too and see what happens. All right, what do we got? Fake out into something else. Let's go. Core LD, okay. Wow, some more golds, but all right, well, last ticket multi. Give me something good. Another gold orb. I mean, gold orbs are gold orbs. We'll take them. No purple orbs. Maybe we'll get lucky. Like I said, I got 20 tickets to my name. See what happens. 20 tickets to my name. And to be honest, like, Noctis FR isn't, like, super required, but, like, in a day of Echo, it's, like, just always nice to have the Echo. A Gao LD, eh? Alright, well, that's all she wrote there. Let's go ahead and use my abundant ticket resources. Alright, I could do 22 singles and really stretch out the video, huh? Let's do 2 singles to get me down to 20. Let's do 2 singles to get me down to 20. How crazy would it be if I got something on a single, you guys? That would be insane. Alright, another single. Let's go. Alright, yeah. Give me my 2 bronze weapons, please. Yep, there we go. Alright, let's do 2 multis. Let's go. Not looking good. Not looking good for your boy. It's alright. It is alright. I'm not going to stress about it. Not going to stress about it here. We can still do Noctis's guide without the FR for sure. We'll just talk about it. I'm debating whether I want to green them though still. I don't know. I might do the guide first and then decide if I want to green them. Alright, last multi. Something crazy? Like, I'm out of resources. This is it. Because I'm definitely not going in with gems, right? Definitely not going in with gems. This is why we have BT tokens, so we can skip banners, right? Alright, let's see what we got here. See what we got. Alright, we got a gold. You want to go again into something else? Nope, that's it. Alright, well, that was something. Got me some power stones. Oh boy, I got me some power stones. So anyways, guys, let me know how your summons went. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Alright, so nothing crazy there, but we'll call it a video. We'll throw it up there. Maybe somebody will watch me suffer a little bit. I mean, I didn't really pull, right? So I can't really say I suffered. Let's just get this label here. For core BT knock. See, this is where me going like all in on Mog BT ruined my resources. This is a spot where I could trade. I wish I could trade my Mog stuff in and get my resources back. I wrecked myself there. I definitely wrecked myself there. This is why management is important, which I have not been doing very well. But let's go in and buy what we want. Let's just buy the thing, right? Let's buy the thing. There it is. 50 tokens ready to go. And we want the core right here. Cores BT. That is the one. Yes. Give me that. All right. Let's go ahead and max that out. And then we'll look at chat a little bit. See how you guys are all doing on your pulls. Shout out to 96 people watching. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thank you all for coming tonight. By the way, if you are new or like a newer player or new to my channel, I do have my Discord pinned in the chat. If you're interested hanging out for some DOKKAN, some DFFOO, just getting advice from other players and myself, feel free to hop into that. All right, let's get this core thing going here. Where is it's gonna be down here? Yeah. I was prepared this time. I got my weapon orbs. And I desperately needed the BT because I did preemptively sell his FR because I wanted power stones. So yeah, or 4 stones, you know. All right, got the book. Okay. All right, and then we will, yep, we got the burst ingots ready to go. Got that ready to go. And bam, we got the green BT. FR's already done. Everything's already done there. Noctis, I have nothing to do. Like, he's already done, unless I'm going to up, you know. We'll do his guide with just normal BT. We won't green him yet. If I'm, like, really happy with the numbers and stuff, I might do that off camera and do another video of him. Now, what we have to do is we do have to go into training boards. I don't know if any of you guys noticed, but on my Balthier character guide, I actually forgot to put his force boards on. I actually didn't have them on. I realized that after. It didn't really affect his damage because it's only for the force. And we ended up using the friend unit for the force. So I don't think anybody noticed. But if you guys go back and watch on the menu screen, I did not have his force boards on. So I got to make sure I don't forget to do that. So we got to do Noctis and Core here. So Noctis, yep, you see we need these boards. Oh, I can't do his boards. We didn't get his FR. But Core, we got to get Core's boards done. Yep. Okay. So let's get that done. Perfect. We just got to make sure we have everything equipped. I apologize, guys, for those of you that are low on character points. I'm sorry. I've got nearly 1 million character points. I wish I could share them with you guys. I know that's like new players. Just that's what you need is those character enhancement points. Wish I could share with you guys. I really wish I could. All right. Well, that was quick and easy. So we're already ready. I got a party set up. I guess I haven't thought of a specific... Well, actually, no. I do know what fight I want to go on. Actually, yeah, I should do a full defense comp here, huh? Should I just do the Rubicante now? I kind of want to make it its own video, but maybe we'll do the Rubicante now. Maybe we'll just combo it. I kind of do want to just do the Rubicante now. Oh man, I was talking about this earlier. I'm excited for this combo. We're gonna do it. This is gonna be, yeah, we're just gonna do it. Watch him go absolutely bananas. Yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna do Gao. I think Gao, Rubicante, Core, dude. There's going to be so many follow-ups. It's going to be insane. Dude, I kind of want a blue Gao, too. But we'll wait. Like, Gao is eventually going to get his own stuff. So make sure I got everything equipped here. Artifacts. We need the attack Sworn Warrior. Alright, well, let's just chill with chat for a minute before we hop into the character guide. Let's see what you guys are all talking about. See what's going down. It's going down over here. All right. I know there's a bunch of chat while I was summoning, so I am just going to just shout out people that are here. All right. Greatness Z Gaming is here. Thanks for coming. Let me see here. JM is here. Thanks for coming, JM. Duke is here. Thanks for coming, Duke. George Ayala is here. Yeah, goodbye, Gems. Hello, Core. Exactly. Lunatic Screamer. Thanks for coming again, my boy. Vector is here. Thanks for coming, Vector. Hello to you. Let's see. JM, Joe, have you tried Rydia, Galif, and Garnet? I have not. So I do hear people talking about the dodge comp. So I might have to try a dodge comp. We would have to look at. But what I'm wondering about, like, if I do Rydia, Galif, and Garnet, are you just using calls then to deal with that buff where you can't damage them? I would assume that that's what you're talking about. I mean, I think I might just do Rydia, Galif, and Balthier just to know that I can deal with the mechanics. Let me see here. Ernesto got the core BT on the free poll. Lucky you, Ernesto. I wish it was me. Sir C. Mitch 86 is here. I got 50 BT tokens just in time for core. Exactly. That's what you got to use it on. Tickets and gems for Noctis. Chaos Chang is here. I already got Jack Garland. Should I pull core? Oh, yes. You pull core no matter what. I don't care what your box looks like. You pull core. Because core is... He's the ultimate, like, complementary off-turn. Like, he's his own, like, category of character. Like, he's not your main DPS. He's not your main support. He's just your core. He's the core of your team, so to speak. Well, we'll be cheesy and say that. I don't care what your box is. You get core. Yes. Jesus Flores is here. Thanks for coming. Let's see. Alexander Barker is here. Thanks for coming. Free core BT and Noctis FR. Oh, you are so lucky. Not exactly what you needed, Alexander. Exactly what I needed. You just took it from me. Well, I'm happy for you, though. Very happy for you. Bevan got core BT in 3 after 2 freebies. Nice. Kite is here. Thanks for coming, Kite. Core BT. Man, y'all are getting the core BT. Vector got it pretty easy. 120. W3PA is here. Are we gemming? I'm gemming. Well, you go ahead and gem. I am not. We already did the thing here. Dwayne Slaughter is here. Thanks for coming, Dwayne. Let me see. Is that Dzag is here? I think that's how you told me to pronounce it. DZAG, Dzag. Thanks for coming. Mathi. Oh, God. Okay, I got to see if I can pronounce this. Hold on. I'm going to say Mathi Thanaprashan. Mathi Thanaprashan, good luck to you as well. Good luck to me. Thank you for coming. Let me see. Karmas had the pity for core. It is what it is. Banana Whamma is here. Thanks for coming, Banana Whamma. Is it essential? It is not essential, but it's going to make him better. But core is fine without the BT. We'll talk about it in the character guide. The reason why I value the BT so much is you can do the triple Oath of Absolute Defense a lot easier, and you get BT auras, and core is just a character you're going to be using forever. on like any team. So it's a BT you're going to get a ton of use out of. I talked about this at the beginning. Noctis's BT is way more important for Noctis's kit than Core's is for his kit. But Noctis is a character that is going to fall off quicker and you're going to stop using, whereas Core is a character you can use a lot more. Although Noctis's BT giving him off turn does give him more longevity, but like you just can't go wrong with Core. I would stand by, if you could pick one or the other, I would take Core over Noctis. If you can get both, definitely get both. But yeah, you definitely want Core. Eraser, full Core, Noctis for 75k. That's not bad. Let me see here. Hold on, where was I? Dude, the chat jumped again and like messed me up. Let me see. Tim Bork is here. Thanks for coming, Tim. Yo. Is Noctis with FR enough? I mean, if you have the rest of the kit, like you got to have LD. So like if you have everything up to FR, sure. You don't have to have his BT. His BT is a huge part of what makes him good though, because then you get the follow-ups. We'll do that during the guide here. Jesus, Noctis FR on the second multi. Nice. Eraser ended up getting 3 Noctis BT on the way to getting his FR. Wow, holy cow. Francisco Gomez. Hi, Francisco. All right, I'm going to kind of skip a little bit. Chocolate ice cream is here. Chocolate ice cream, when are you bringing vanilla ice cream over? I have like 89k enchantment points. I'm broke. Yeah, it's those character points. It's one of the things they want to get you. They bottleneck you on those because they want you to buy Mog Pass. T. Henry is here. Thanks for coming, T. Henry. Noctis FR on the free multi. Nice. Is Core's BT necessary for the event? I haven't tried the fight yet, so we'll see. I doubt Core's BT would be necessary for it. But I'm going to assume the Oath of Absolute Defense is going to be important, and I'm going to assume it favors a defense comp or counter comp. We'll see, though. George Ayala is here. Musark is here. 2 BTs back-to-back. That's awesome. Nick the Ninja is here. Lulu Call for Gao. Using Core. No. So what I'm going to do, Nick, is somebody asked me about this, too, in the comment section. I am not going to use Lulu Call. I'm going to, because this is Core's guide, I'm going to use Core's FR, and we're going to navigate through Core's. If I use Rubicante FR, then yes, I got a Fire Enchant Gal, which I'm not going to do. So yeah, we are doing Core FR, because we're showing him off. But totally would have worked the other way. Zenultra is here. Noctis FR on the free multi. Nice. Gavin B. Yo, thanks for coming, Gavin. Final Fantasy Attic Max Core, awesome. Lunatic Core is Mega Man X tier because nobody beats my Blue Maverick Hunter. Nice. All right, I gotta go quick here. Kankito Rico is here. Thanks for coming. Yeah, Nick, I'm gonna forget Noctis exists as soon as Leo comes out. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. Characters like Noctis, like they're really cool, they're really good right now, but these are the type of characters that fall off quick. Core is a character that's timeless. Like, Core's always going to be an option. He's always a character you're going to be thinking of for your teams. This is why you want to go for Core. Reese, both BTs on the free multis. Nice. Yes, Willow, that's a good recommendation. Galuf is amazing. Great tank. Evian Angel checking in. Thanks for coming. And then Zach T is here. Awesome. All right. Well, let's get into the character guide. We're at exactly 100 people watching, so that means you guys are ready for the guide. I just want to double check. Now, my Core should be pretty decked out because I just did a guide for him when his FR came out. I technically probably don't need to redo his guide, but we're going to for the hypeness. Let me just check my notes here and make sure I got... Let's see, what kind of spheres we got here? Yeah, oh yeah, I loaded this dude up. Yep. Because King is King is like the King sphere for this guy. It's so good on him. So good on him. I think Jekt, I mean, that's just an okay one. I could have put a better one than Jekt on, but I'm fine with that. And then, yeah, Hope is very premium here. So, yeah, I got my Core ready to go. My boy is ready. Let me just make sure we got the equips here in the right order. Yep, burst at the end. That looks good here. Yeah, let's just hop in and do a guide. I think we're going to do it, guys. We're going to do the Rubicante setup here. I think this is going to be legit. For my summon, I guess I don't really care what my summon is for this video. I don't think so. I don't think so. And Rubicante can... The nice thing with this defense comp here, that's even more busted, is with Rubicante being a tank, he actually is a force charger, and you don't normally get that out of a tank. So we can now force charge in addition. Now I'll probably bring in Aerith or a Selfie Friend to help me charge quicker, but we're going to kind of go through Core's normal kit first, and then kind of see where we're at. And you all know what fight we're going to. We're going to the Ultimecia fight, for sure. We are for sure going to the Ultimecia fight to showcase our boy off. We are. Just trying to remember where it is. I think I got to go here, and I think it's on Altissa. Right here. That's the one. All right, this is where I want to be. Calls. I just want to make sure I don't die, so I just want to make sure I've got... just want to make sure I got Raijin there. But, I mean, this team should be tanky enough. We should be fine. Dude, the best part about Gao, too, is, like, the off-turn healing. I mean, Gao's damage isn't going to blow you away, but he's going to be ticking FR gauge. He's going to be keeping us healed. I love Gao, dude. Gao is, for, like, LD-only character, is crazy. Totally crazy. Yeah, and actually, for a defense comp, I think Nick's got a good point. The Bahamut's good because it's reducing damage. We're already tanking. Like, yeah, the attack down, totally good for that, right? The other one I kind of do sometimes on tank teams is Alexander, just to get a crap ton of HP. But, yeah, this Bahamut is nice. I agree. I agree with Nick. All right. So I guess we got to put Core's call up first. Make sure I'm ready to go here. Let me pull up my notes. Just make sure I got everything down that I want to talk about here. Let's hop in here. Yeah. Okay. Sure. All right. I think we're ready to just hop in and do this thing. Let's go. All right, get the intro up. Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. Today we are going to do an updated character guide on Core. Now, if you've watched my channel, I already do have a Force guide on him, like with his Force weapon. But he now just got a BT, he got a rework. We got to show my boy Core off again. I can't get enough of this guy. He's one of the best characters in DFFOO history. I don't think there's ever been a time when this guy is not usable, because even if he goes like 8 months without a rework, dude, his off turn is still so good. Like, it's still ridiculous. His FR is very good. Just so much about this guy that's amazing. So I can't recommend him enough. I think people definitely need to get him. So in this video, we are going to look at his calls, his artifacts, and his spheres. If you're not familiar with Core, basically how he works, he's kind of like the ultimate off-turn attacker. So what he does is he essentially will link to one of your allies, give them a really good defensive buff that makes it so they can't be broken. And then basically anytime he or an ally that he's linked to attacks, he does a follow-up attack. Or an off-turn attack before the enemy does, or like before they attack. And then if the enemy attacks them, he will follow up for each player that is attacked who has that buff on. It's very good. He can do a lot of countering, a lot of off-turn. He has rainbow numbers. It's funny because I mentioned the rainbow numbers in a previous video, and then there's a bunch of new players that they don't know what rainbow numbers mean. So we'll talk about it. But yeah, rainbow numbers just means you do maximum brave damage. So no matter what, it kind of ignores everything and you do maximum brave damage. It's very powerful, right? So let's go ahead and start with the calls. These are pretty decent calls. It's just that Core's a character that he's just so nice in the party. I don't use his calls very often because there's other calls that I would prioritize over his. But what his 15 does, Moonlight Dawn here, it does give the caller brave damage taken down and HP damage taken down. So it's a little bit of a defensive one. It just only does it for the one character. If it was a party-wide, I'd probably use it a lot more. But for the actual character, especially if you have it on a lock character or a tank, it can just help them be a lot more defensive. And then it also makes it so you can't be broken. So that is very valuable, right? That's one of the cool things about Core, is that he's very offensive, but also very defensive as well. Which I really, really like about this guy. And then the LD, it's going to do a party attack and max brave up and overflow stolen up. So just some nice numbers. And I do believe the attack itself does rainbow numbers. I could be wrong, but we'll see that when we go through. But it might get rainbow numbers, but either way, it's just an attack. You're really looking at more of the buffs that you're getting. So some decent party-wide buffs. It's not like a top-tier call or anything like that, but I could see you getting some use out of it, right? All right, well, let's look at Core. And we're going to look at the artifacts and the spheres. His artifacts are pretty easy. So this is a character that is doing a lot of off turn. He's attacking a lot. So you want to make sure he's got good attack and brave damage because he's got to tick up and gain that brave so he can do more damage on the off turn, right? So I would prioritize attack here. So we're going to go with attack 108 and then Sworn Warrior up 2-star, which is going to give him max brave and attack up. You want to get 3 of those if you can. So get that going right there. And then we're going to look at the spheres. So he's got 2 A slots and a D slot. It's a very easy character to kind of plot out, right? Because he's really, you want to go with typical attack damage dealer type stuff here. So the main stats you're looking for on the A slot is attack, brave damage up, and like physical attack or whatever type of attack that character has. But I'm going to say King Sphere is probably best in slot. The reason why is this is the strongest attack up in the game on a sphere, and Core is incredibly good at meeting the condition for it. So the thing is it only works when you inflict a break, but it is a 20% attack up. The standard raise on an A slot is 10%. Okay, so it's giving you double what a normal A slot would give you. It's just it has a little tougher condition because like a 10% one would be like if you break or attack a broken target, which is pretty much every single attack, right? But you don't always have the opportunity to break. The reason why Core, this is so busted on Core, is he is following up and doing off turn pretty much on every ally attack and on every enemy attack. So this guy comes in and he steals breaks like nonstop. He is going to get like every break in the fight. So he's going to constantly be refreshing this King Sphere. So yeah, this King one is absolutely amazing on him. Definitely get that if you can. Otherwise, just go with other attack or brave damage up ones that you have available. So I believe like, what's his face? Noel. I think Noel is a pretty decent one. Something like Sephiroth would be pretty good. Now I have Jekt. Jekt isn't like a top tier one, but it's an example of a standard one because it's a 10% attack up. So if you can get attack or brave damage or both, or attack max brave combos are really nice as well. You definitely could do that. I know like the regular Jack Sphere, that one's an attack. Brave damage up as well. So definitely go with what you have available. So I did Jekt just because that's what I had available, right? So as long as you get, I would say this, if you can get at least a 10% or higher attack on those A slots, I think you're good to go, right? Then on the D slot, you just want a party-wide attack up. I think Hope is probably best in slot here. Hope or Cisne, I think are both really good picks because they are both max brave and attack ups for the party. And those are just 2 really nice stats to give the party. Now you also have the option to do like Ash, Saz, Lise, anything like that would work. Do not do Luna Freya because that's weakness damage, which Core does not inherently do. But I think Hope is probably best in slot. So I like Hope there. And here's the thing, you guys. Hope just recently had a banner, that Machina banner. So if you pulled any Hope EXs, please hold on to every copy that you get. Because later on, and you might think this is crazy for a new player, but eventually you're going to get to the point where you have like extra red ingots to spare. And I've commonly done it where I just take old EXs that I've already maxed out. I max out extra ones to get the spheres. And Hope is definitely like a high priority EX you want to hold on to. If you've watched my character guides for like 2 minutes, I recommend Hopes all the time. So definitely save those EXs so you can get Hope going. But that's kind of my setup. I would say Hope and King are definitely best in slot. That second slot is a little bit more on that second A slot. It's a little bit more open-ended, but I think if you can get a 15% attack, that's probably what I'd put there. Which that might be what Knowles is. It might be a different one. I don't remember. But there's a 15% attack up out there. Just go through and read your spheres. It'll be pretty easy to figure out. All right, so with that, I think my core is ready to go. We have everything maxed out. We did get the BT. We got the BT equipped. Blue Armor Ultima Weapon. This is maxed out. Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited to get into it. Let's just jump in and see my boy Cook here. Yeah, and we are going to showcase him in a defense comp. Now, here's the thing with Core. He's not limited to just the defense comp. This is just like my favorite way to abuse this guy. But he works great in any comp. You can use him with a speedy character and he's going to go crazy. But the defense comp is really fun. So this is something I was talking about previously that I think this particular team build is going to be kind of busted. So let's go and try it. We are going on the Ultimisia fight, which is notorious for being a very aggressive fight that shows off defense comps very well. So the reason why we're using Rubicante and Gao is both of these characters will double counter, which will help tick up Core's FR, and we really want to showcase Core's FR here really well. All right, so Ultimisia just jumping in right out of the gate, going crazy, and guess what? You're going to get countered immediately from my boy Gao and Rubicante. For sure. So what I'm going to do at first is I'm just going to show you Core's kit. And then we're going to do a proper setup to like blow this fight to smithereens is what we're going to do, right? So the first thing with Core, he's going to start off with a free skill use. And I recommend you just open with either Moonlit Dawn or Snowbreak. One or the other is fine. We'll hit Moonlit Dawn. Now, when you hit this, it's going to ask you to target a partner. So what it is he links to a character. And it's really important who you link to. Normally, you want to link to like your main DPS. That's usually who you want to link to. Now, we're doing a defense comp, and with the BT, you're going to find out you're going to end up linking with everybody. But we'll get there. So for now, what I'm going to do is, if you're doing a defense comp, typically there's going to be one character that's locking. You always want to prioritize linking to the character who has lock on, because when that character gets attacked, the link will activate. So we're going to link to Rubicante. Okay, so let me explain what the attack does. I'm going to explain what this linking does, all that stuff. So Moonlit Dawn is a party battery that scales on his attack and a brave HP attack. Now you're going to see Core's on-turn damage isn't that crazy, but this guy's like the off-turn king. Okay, so the ally is going to get Oath of Absolute Defense, which is a really good buff. So this is going to give the ally attack and max brave up, defense up, brave and HP damage taken down 80%. Oh, so it's brave damage 80% down and HP damage 20% down. And you cannot be broken, which is really good. Not being able to be broken is awesome. So that's pretty amazing. So now Rubicante has that. Now the other benefit that comes with Oath of Absolute Defense is now that Rubicante has that, anytime Rubicante attacks, Core will actually jump in and attack before him. So it's like an off-turn attack, right? If Rubicante is attacked by the enemy, then Core will also follow up before the enemy gets to attack, which is really busted because Core can jump in, break the enemy, and actually push them back and steal their turn in a sense, which is really cool. So the way I always open with Core, so we have the free skill use, just use Moonlit or Snowbreak and get yourself linked. Then your EX will be up and you want to hit EX. So let's go ahead and pop that. This is Lion's Roar. Let's see what the damage looks like here. Okay, 680k AoE, just fine for Core, because once again, he's not an on-turn damage dealer. Now, what this does is it does the attack skill use, or the big AoE attack we saw there. He is going to get a free skill use on his next turn, and then it gives him a buff called One of Luce's 3, and this basically is Oath of Absolute Defense for himself. So it's got a little bit more to it. So it's going to give him an attack up, max brave up, overflow, stolen up, HP damage up, and then brave damage minus 80% and HP damage minus 20, just like Oath of Absolute Defense. Any buff he applies will now have an extra 2 turns on it, which is really good. And then he cannot be broken. So it's basically Oath of Absolute Defense with a couple of extra buffs on it. So now what this means, Core and Rubicante, anytime either of them attack, Core is going to follow up first with an extra attack. And then if Rubicante or Core are attacked, Core will follow up. And if the enemy doesn't all attack, and they're attacking both of them, Core's going to jump in and do 2 attacks. Okay? So just keep that in mind for later when we talk about the BT. We'll let Rubicante maybe ramp a little bit here to absorb Blizzara. That's fine. Actually, what I might do, let me just pull in Selfie quick. And we're just going to do a bunch of walls. We're just going to take Selfie in a ramp. So that way when I want to show FR, I'm just ready to pop it. I do kind of want to go through the rest of his kit, but we don't have much more of the show. It's going to go pretty quick. And then, so I do want to ramp and kind of get ready to go here. Because the show is going to start when we get the Core FR, we get the BT. Oh my god, it's going to be ridiculous up in here. All right, let's do this. All right, we're going to wall again. Perfect. And then Selfie out. Nice. All right, back into Rubicante. Rubicante. I think Rubicante will hit LD here. Should we hit LD or should I just get the BT? Yeah, we don't want to go too crazy with the BT yet. Let's just do LD first. So see how Rubicante attacked? Core jumped in and broke the enemy. So once again, that activates that King Sphere, and he did a bunch of damage beforehand. And dude, the damage gets ramped up so much with FR, right? All right, so with Gao, we are going to go to, I always like Gao in Lifesaver stance. If you want to understand Gao, I have a character guide on him that is totally updated to where he is. So just go ahead and look up Joe Wags Gao. It should pop up. But yeah, Gao's pretty legit here. And then, sure, we could just hit Landslide for fun, even though I already have it up. It's fine. So Gao now, he's going to have landslide counters and he's going to have life shaver counters, right? So we'll just, yeah, we'll just go crazy with Gao. All right. And then there you go. So the enemy's trying to attack and Core followed up. Now watch Ultimisia. This is an all attack coming. Oh, and of course, Rubicante gets confused. So we got to make sure that that's gone before we do stuff. But yeah, Gao's double countering. Like, this is going to be bananas. All right. And notice Core jumped in twice there. It's because Ultimisia was targeting Rubicante and Core. Oh, and you know what? I probably got to get... And then this is awesome showcasing Gao because now Gao's healing us off turn. Like, so good. So good. Individually, their damage isn't good, but dude, it adds up so much. All right, so here's what I got to do. I should have this Raijin on earlier. We'll throw this on now, just so we can't get confused again. And I think I actually do have a pain call that I can get rid of that. Actually, I think Gao had that. I should have gotten rid of it. So here's what we're going to do with Core. Let's use the free skill use on the AA. So this is going to be a basic like attack up for everybody. And then we're going to show off the LD. So the LD, let's go ahead and pop that. This is going to be a free instant turn. And it's going to be pretty decent damage. All right, the LD itself does not have rainbow numbers. All right, but dude, yeah, 1.5 mil with some splash. That's pretty good for the LD. So the LD is going to, this is what gives him the overhead, which is that sword above its head. And it's going to put it at max stacks. Oh, I didn't even talk about the overhead, so I should probably do that. So this overhead, which is the sword above his head, it's a stacking buff that basically goes up anytime Core does a follow-up. So anytime Core does a follow-up, it goes up by 1, and it maxes out at 7. It gives him Brave and HP damage up. It does Party Attack and Max Brave up, Overflow Stolen up, Brave and HP damage up, and HP regen, which is really cool. When this is at max stacks, he gets access to a powerful... HP plus called Reaper's Gale. This is also a free instant turn and it is rainbow numbers. So let's pop that. So the follow-up won't have it, but the actual attack does. You see the rainbow numbers there? And so a mil AoE, pretty dang good for an HP plus. Rainbow numbers, for those of you not familiar, it just means you do the maximum brave damage that the character can possibly do, no matter what. So it doesn't care what their defense is. It doesn't care if they have a mechanic that reduces your brave damage to 1. You'll just do max damage. It's kind of like how Quina does max HP damage. This is like Quina, but for brave damage, right? So that's the rainbow numbers. And then let's go ahead. I think I do want to get his BT effect up. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, this is brand new to me. I haven't even seen this yet. Let's see what the damage looks like on this BT effect here. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. All right, what's the damage like here? It's kind of hard to see. Okay, like 1.5 mil AoE. That's pretty typical. All right, so we'll talk about that, but let's watch Core just go crazy as Ultimisia tries to attack us. Core's like, yep, follow up, follow up. It's going to get nuttier in a minute. We got to get Rubicante unconfused here, which is going to happen very soon. All right, and that's awesome, like the off-turn breaking. Life Shaver, full health. Not to mention Rubicante, because of the sphere I gave him, he's also healing off-turn. So we got double off-turn healing here. This party's pretty awesome. This party's going to have to do some other Shinryus for me here. Alright, so we got Rubicante fixed, so now he's going to counter again, which is awesome. Alright, and then Gao, what are you going to do? Yep, counter Fire. So we got to get Rubicante's BT effect up. We got to do a little bit more setup. I'm not going to hit Beast Raid. I think we can just HP attack or keep hitting Life Shaver. Let's just HP attack. It's fine. So, like, all of these party members, like, the on-turn damage isn't that great. Like, Core did have a couple of nice attacks, like the LD and Reaper's Gale are very good. But for the most part, the on-turn damage here isn't that great. It's all off-turn that we're banking on here. Alright, so now we need to get Rubicante's BT rolling. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, now keep in mind, with Oath of Absolute Defense, Rubicante cannot be broken, right? Alright, we're going to get back to Core, and we're going to talk about what his BT effect is doing and the really main draw of it that makes it so cool. Alright, so let Core follow up. Yep, you can go ahead and do that. That's fine. Counter you out. Alright, so Core's back up. So let's talk about the BT. So actually, before I talk about the BT, let me go back to Oath of Absolute Defense. So you remember at the beginning, We used Core. We linked up to Rubicante to give him Oath of Absolute Defense. Now, the way this buff works is if I were to say put Oath of Absolute Defense on Gao, it would remove it from Rubicante. So the base Oath of Absolute Defense, it can only exist on one other party member at a time. Now, there was an exploit for this that you could do, and you still can do it if you don't get the BT, where let's say I put Oath of Absolute Defense on Rubicante. When I swapped out Rubicante for Selfie, I could let Core have another turn and put Oath of Absolute Defense on Gao. Since Rubicante wasn't on the screen, it wouldn't remove it from him, and then when Rubicante comes back, I would have Oath of Absolute Defense on the entire party. What the BT effect does is it just allows you to do that for free. So now that his BT effect is up, I can put Oath of Absolute Defense on Gao, and Rubicante is going to keep it, right? So what else comes with the burst effect is it's going to do a party attack up, Brave damage limit up, HP damage up, and HP damage limit up. These are very good burst auras. These are things you want, right? And then Core can buff all of the allies with Oath of Absolute Defense. So let's just verify that. So Rubicante here, 3 turns of Oath of Absolute Defense still available. So what we're going to do with Core is we're going to do... Well, I got the free Reaper's Gal. Sure, let's pop it. Because he's doing so much off turn. Like, in a really aggressive fight, you can almost Reaper's Gal every freaking turn. So now we're going to do Snowbreak. Which, I haven't even done Snowbreak yet, so we probably should. Snowbreak on Gao. Okay. And now Gao has Oath of Absolute Defense. Alright. Now we're going crazy. And notice Core there, 3 attacks now. Because the enemies did an all attack, my whole party has Oath of Absolute Defense. So that's 3 follow-ups, and that's 3 stacks on the sword. So like 2 all attacks, and we've got Reaper's Gal again. Like, it's crazy. It's a little bit nutty up in here. Snowbreak is a party battery, AoE attack. He gets a buff called Crown's Guard Warrior, and that does put Oath of Absolute Defense on the party member. Crown's Guard Warrior is just an attacks and max brave up. Now, what we want to do is, you notice Gao got an 8-turn Oath of Absolute Defense. That comes from his EX buff that extends all of his buffs by 2 turns. So now we want to hit Rubicante again and refresh it because Rubicante is running low. So kind of what you do with Core is you get your Oath of Absolute Defense up, and you want to make sure the party members maintain that, right? Gao, we can just Life Shaver, that's fine. And then we're going to go FR is the plan. And actually, Rubicante, he's going to have a couple turns. I think I'm just going to get to Core's turn. We're going to go into FR and just watch this fight get absolutely demolished. And then I'm going to try to, on Core's next turn after FR, we're going to reapply Oath on Rubicante. But, like, all this counter damage, just insane, right? And once again, there's smaller ticks of damage, but we're doing a lot of them. But where this gets nutty, you guys, is when the FR is rolling. Sure, go ahead and jump turns, Ultimisia. If you want to kill yourself, that's fine. We're just going to watch the game go in auto mode, and everybody's just going to go bananas here. So, sure, Core's going to attack 3 times every time you all attack. My sword is maxed out. I've got a Reaper's Gal ready to go. Right? Okay, you can try to damage me, but I'm going to off-turn heal. Like, with 2 different characters. Dude, this team is nutty. This team is amazing. Once again, it's got to be the right fight, though, right? Like, a lot of these modern Shinryus, they have so many mechanics where it's like, well, 0 damage. Well, this team isn't going to work if I'm doing 0 damage. Alright, so Rubicante. Sure, we can Inferno. That's fine. BT effect is still good. Yep, we'll Inferno. Watch the enemies take a million turns. I mean, can I even get to Core to put the FR on? Are we just going to kill them without a force gauge? I mean, they're getting pretty low already. We got them in the 60s here. I'm going to have to find a new fight. This fight might not be strong enough. Alright, Core's finally up. Let's get the FR rolling so we can talk about that. Because I believe Rubicante still should have a couple turns of Oath on. We're going to verify that, but I think he does. Rubicante. Oath. Yep, 2 turns of Oath. So I think we got enough wiggle room here. And then he's good on his EX buff. Sure. So let's hit the FR. Alright, let's see the damage. This is where the enemies melt away. I can't guarantee how many more turns we'll even have with Core at this point. This fight is going to absolutely melt. This fight is going to melt like butter. Let's just see the damage here. Alright, 2.3 mil. That, dude, over 2 mil AoE on a force attack is pretty good. And look at this. He's got rainbow numbers now. He's going crazy. Alright, I just want to watch this with you guys, and then we'll talk about his force more specific. But watch this. We're going to get ticks with every counter attack. So 5%. Not a ton, But when we're doing 7 counters, you know, per all attack, like, it's going to be bananas up in here. Yeah, it's okay. Counter, counter, counter. I'm not touching my phone right now. The game's just playing itself. I do not have auto on, but that's kind of how these teams work when you get into the right fight. It gets crazy. Sure, go ahead and attack. What will happen is we will break them off turn and then steal turns that way, but yeah. I mean, look, Gao's going to go and then they got 4 turns lined up. It's just crazy. And the thing is because this is like defensive and it's the enemies taking a bunch of turns, like our buffs just sit there and we just keep them. Like these BT effects just stay up. Yep. And then Core's got to renew Oath on Rubicante on his next turn. All right, let's talk about the FR. All right, so the FR is, I got to find it here. So it does the big AoE attack that we saw there as you watch Rubicante counter like crazy. So during the force time, party's brave damage goes up, and then brave and HP damage taken down to the party. So it's going to help us be more defensive. Core's brave hits have a 40% chance to be rainbow. And then the HP condition is any off-turn attack is 5%. And if you deal more than 9,999 brave damage on your own turn, it's plus 40%. Very simple and basic. So Gao will do Life Shaver. And as long as he deals over 9,999 brave damage, we get it. He did not. This is where rainbow numbers help, right? But we're getting all the off turn, and that's all that really matters. In Core, because he's got rainbow numbers, he will hit it when his turn comes up. And yeah, I will see. I would like to renew Oath of Absolute Defense on Rubicante. We'll see if we can get a turn. Like I said, at this point, I can't guarantee that we're going to get turns. But I'm showing you this is just one way you can abuse Core, right? You don't have to do it this way. Like, he works in any team comp. You can do a very traditional team comp is like Core and a support character and a DPS. So if you did like Core, Aerith, and Tifa, that would be a really ridiculous team comp, right? And it works. Especially with Tifa, because Tifa can, she has instant spam attacks you can do and like really abuse Core, right? Just spam off attacks, or any DPS during a burst phase with a force gauge, you're getting all the Core follow-ups. It's really busted. But yeah, so it's a very different type of team, right? It's not like a Tifa like, oh my god, I did 60 mil on one shot, but it's like we're just getting so many attacks. And the thing with this type of team, you don't even need Echo. We're going to get this thing up to like 900% because the enemies are just taking so many turns and all these small ticks just add up over time. Like, we're at 300%, turn 9, we haven't echoed yet. And we still can. The thing that's really busted is Rubicante and Core can still echo. So on the off chance I actually get a turn, I can still do echo and not even deplete my force gauge. And like, you just make this last forever. Yep. I mean, the enemies might get their force. Well, no, they won't because I'm in mine. But, you know, the enemies got up to 80%. And then, yeah, with the off-turn healing that Gao brings, Rubicante doesn't naturally have it, but I did it with the sphere that I gave him. I think I gave him Minwu's sphere. I think Theodore would work as well. But I like Minwu's. All right, Rubicante getting a turn. He still has 2 turns of Oath. What button do I want to press with you? Sure, let's echo. Why not? Let's echo. The ad might be dead already, by the way. And Ultimisia, I mean, if the fight ends, it's fine because we've had Oath this entire time. I might not even get the chance to renew the Oath on Rubicante because Ultimisia is going to go crazy here and eat a bunch of counter damage. Notice right there how Rubicante was at 0 brave, got hit, and we did not get broken. That's Oath of Absolute Defense. Our entire party cannot be broken. Which in itself is a broken mechanic, right? Not being broken is broken. And yeah, that ad isn't going to be long for this world. Yep, there's the ad. The ad is dead. And we're at the point here, 400%. Core just did a mill AoE with the counter. And you've seen how many times this guy attacks, right? Not to mention, typically, when you get into this mode, you don't even want to do Reaper's Gale because it just eats up a turn. But I could be Reaper's Galing pretty much every Core turn at this point. All right, finally my opportunity has come. Finally, my opportunity has come. Now, here's what I could do. If I don't mind eating up a force turn, let's do the Reaper's Gale, and then I can refresh on Rubicante. Now, the Reaper's Gale might just flat out kill here. Oh, no, you're going to, yeah, cut and turn order. That means Ultimecia's got 3 more attacks coming. I guess we're not going to get this turn. No, we're not. Unless we break Ultimecia before she dies. I don't know. The game just plays itself at this point. This is ultimate, like, core shenanigans right here. I think the thing that's so powerful is Rubicante now existing. Rubicante is like a huge... Because I used to do the same comp, but Gladio and Rubicante spot, which as great as Gladio is, his damage does not come anywhere near to what Rubicante's doing. And Rubicante's got Echo, and by the way, we just killed the fight and I barely pressed my phone. So, anyways, let me know if you think Core is busted. Core is a must-have character. I'm telling you all, do not skip this man. He is so freaking good. Let me know what you think of this monster. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Alright, guys. The Core vid. Did I make this man look good? I mean, I didn't really make him look good. He makes himself look good. Let me get that file labeled here. Core is ridiculous. I think that's what I'm going to call the video. Core is ridiculous. Core is ridiculous. Everyone must have him. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, let's hit up the chat. And then maybe we'll do a Noctis guide while we're here, huh? Shout out to 102 people here. You guys are freaking awesome. You guys are amazing. I got to shout out some peoples here. All right, let's see where I left off. Let me see here. Reese is here. Thanks for coming, Reese. Let me see here. Let me see. Megasta Air is here. Hello, long time watcher, first time watching live. Well, thanks for coming and watching live. I appreciate you being here tonight. Shout out to 102 people here watching right now. Let me see. Gmork is here. Thanks for coming, Gmork. Whacktastic is here. Thanks for coming, Whacktastic. You caught the stream. Successful catch. Joshua, Ryan, Bonifacio is here. Thanks for coming, Joshua. Wow, 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 indeed. Gmork, I didn't think of keeping Hope's EX for sphere farming. Yes, you have to be aware of top tier spheres. You want to hold on to EXs. I'll show you guys right now. Look at my box here. Look at my box. I clean out my box and I sell, you know, for power stones like after every summoning session. But the one thing I don't touch, look at my EXs. All right, watch this. This is my EXs right here. This is, so I got a couple LDs, but Agrius here's where it starts. And then look at all of these EXs. I hoard these things. Because even some of the like not as good spheres, I have found times when I've wanted those spheres. So I have access to all of these spheres. Provided I just have red ingots and I want to max out weapons. Look at all this. Like, I'm still going. I still got more. Okay, finally at the bottom. So yeah, you can see I hoard EXs. I recommend you do as well. All right, Joshua, I hope you get the BT. Gmork going all in on core. Well, let's see here. Nick says, welcome to Team Tank. Choose invincibility, choose damage. Yeah, I was using Team Tank right there. Hi, Noir is here. Thanks for coming. Just got core. That's awesome. Cyber Crusader is here. Thanks for coming. Ukaru is here. Thanks for coming, Ukaru. Core's off turn, I mean, I'm sure I've answered it by now, but his off turn is different than Kane's. Slightly. Yeah, it's a little bit different, but it's the same concept. He's going to be attacking like crazy. But I think Kane's will work even if you don't do damage, but Core's, I believe you have to actually attack the enemy for it to go off. Federico Mahia is here. Hey, I've been looking for an answer for this. Why am I not able to use my FR when another has been activated, even though I haven't maxed. Is it due to force enhancement? So, I mean, Nick, you probably answered this, but a couple things. One is it has to be an FR that has force boards that has echo. Not every FR is an echo. And then if it is, you have to max out the force boards, which is what Nick is saying right there. And then you got to make sure you have the passives all equipped and everything. Let's see. Who else do we need to shout out here? I think we've got about everybody. I think I'm pretty caught up here. Let me see. Yeah, Core is just so good, you guys. You got to get Core. Oh, It's a Mystery is here. I haven't shouted you out here. Just spent my 100k gems and got his BT in the whole kit. Yeah, Core's going to be amazing. You will not regret it one bit. Kaioken is here. Great stream so far. Thanks. I'm glad you are enjoying the stream. Mr. Hatman is here. Finally got Core. Been waiting since I started playing in December. My man. Yeah, he is so good. Rukia fan is here. Hello. Thanks for coming. Could have used the Paladin Cecil Sphere. Yeah, Paladin Cecil Sphere is a very good sea sphere. For sure. All right, well, let's get ready. Let's do a Noctis guide, huh? Let's do a Noctis guide, and we'll do my normal stage for this one. I don't think we have to showcase anything too crazy. Let's go do Chapter 8. I do have a team ready to go. Not the stage. I don't want to make that mistake again. Do not want to make that mistake again. Alright, and my Noctis team, where is it at? That was not the team. Must be on the other side here. Yeah, I think I'm going to run this. And I'm going to showcase, so what I want to showcase here is an offensive way to abuse Core, but then we're going to abuse Noctis at the same time. And you know what, guys? I'm kind of feeling it. I'm kind of feeling it. Hold on, I'm going to check something really quick. Just want to do a little bit of on-the-spot research here. Let me just check one thing. I might make a decision here. I might just make a decision here. Let me just see here. I need to go into, where is it? We need to go into here. This wants to actually open. There it goes. Let me just see what we got going on here. We just got that, huh? And then let me check one more thing. By the way, for those of you watching, if you are new, I do have a Discord if you want to hop in. We talk DOKKAN battle. We talk DFFOO in there. Let me see here. DFFOO. Let me look at this really quick. Let me just see. Let me just see what we got going on here. Oof. Yeah, I need that, but that's not for a while. All right. I think I'm going to do it, you guys. I think I'm going to do it. I think I've seen what I need. I'm not planning to green any characters anytime soon. Let's go ahead and green Noctis. Let's do it. Let's green my... I got a lot of BT mats. What I got to do, though, is I do have to put books on a couple. So I think we're just... Yeah, I think we're just going to book all 3 of these, probably. Not all 3. We'll book 2 of them. Hold on. Is Kuja the one I want to book? We're going to... No, I think I'm actually going to book Garland and Gomez. Sorry, Kuja. I'm just not a fan. I mean, I'm not a big fan of any of these 3, which is why they haven't been booked yet. Okay, we'll book you. We're going to book you. Alright. And this is kind of foolproofing, so I can't do like the twins. Now I cannot sell these and ruin it for when their FR comes out and I actually want their BT. And then, yeah, we're going to upgrade the Noctis to green. Because his is a BT that if you're serious about using Noctis, you do want it green. Because that's how you get access to his off-turn. And you want the off-turn. It's the same concept as Cloud of Darkness. I always recommend it with Cloud of Darkness. If you're going to go in on them, go all the way. Okay, where is it? What's going on? Oh, wait. What in here? Oh, I'm already on it. Jeez, okay. Oh, jeez, I'm going crazy here. All right. I was like looking for his weapon, but I was already in there. I needed the limit break button, which is what I was missing. Let's do that. All right. All right, we greened. I'm not going to blue the armor, though. We'll just keep his Lufenia plus armor. I think we're fine with that. All right, so... I can't... Yeah, this is going to be Noctis with no force, though, which is fine. What I'm going to do is with the event tickets, I think I'm going to hop back in and try for his force. I think I am. So, let's go into... Okay, I want to get into the party screen here. So we'll go back into here. Make sure we got everything equipped up here. We'll do that. We're going to give him an Ultima weapon. Take that off of Neon. Make my boy look pretty stellar here. Do I want to do anything with his appearance? I mean, I don't know what his FR looks like. His weapons aren't very exciting. They're all just like dark, like regular looking swords. Yeah, none of his weapons really impress me, to be honest. We'll give him the Ultima sword. Sure. Alright, let me see what my situation is here. I might need to update his spheres. I haven't done this guy in a long time. Let's hop into here. Oh yeah, he can use the launching spheres, which are pretty decent. Yeah, just attack brave damage, huh? Do I have like a maxed out Lail sphere that I can toss on him? Because that's a sphere I don't think I would put on anybody. I could have put it on Lail though. Let me see, do I have a Lail sphere just chilling? We got a core sphere. What does his do again? Oh, physical attack. Okay. Let me see. Oh, we do have a full Lail. Oh, it's a max brave up though. I don't know if I want to give him a max brave up. I would rather give him an attack up. Sure, let's do Kais. Kais makes sense. Well, it's when joining though. Does initiating the launch count as joining? I don't know. I'm not 100% on that one. Let's just do a normal sphere. Let's see. I mean, I've got a Von one on there, but I want to see if I just have like a full one that's an attack that I could put on him. Do I just have an attack? I mean, I could do the physical attack up. I mean, I could do lightning, but that's on break. That's a little bit more specialized. I don't want to do one just to do one, you know? I mean, that one's fine, but I just don't know when he's going to be targeted and when he's not. Like, you don't have a lot of control unless you're running with a tank. And all attacks will stop that, so I don't like that. Maybe I'll just leave Von on for now. I can make these decisions later. I just wanted to see if I had a full one that just seemed really good. Yeah, we don't want to do a low attack one. Alright, nothing there. In the E slot, yeah, I think Yuffie's fine there. And I don't know, do I want to invest the full Yuffie? Do I have a full Yuffie? I doubt no, I don't. Yeah, I don't, yeah. Let's just leave it like that. I think we're good with that. Let me make sure his artifacts are set. Oh yeah, I've definitely got plenty of his artifacts ready to go. Yep. Alright, well, I think we're ready. Once again, I know his character points there on the left don't show max hits because I don't have that far. I can't do his echo, so that's fine. I think his actual, like, normal numbers should still be fine, right? Alright, so let's set up here. Get my boy Noctis up on the screen. Make sure I've got my notes ready. Let's see here. Alright. Let me see. Alright, let's get this done. Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. Today we're going to do an updated Force character guide on my boy Noctis. If you are not familiar with Noctis, he is a damage dealer. And what he does is he does do like these follow-up link attacks like to his own attacks on certain situations. He has a little bit of launching in his kit. His unique ability is that he has his LD attack gives a really unique buff that makes it so like your party members' turns don't eat up turn count. and they can like step in front of the enemy, and basically you can keep taking turns in front of the enemy, which is pretty cool. And then his BT gives him follow-up, so he does have a lot of really good offensive things to his kit. So in this video, we're going to look at his calls, his artifacts, and his spheres, and then we'll do a little showcase, see how my boy Noctis is looking after these upgrades. So his calls are really nothing I would really use. His 15 doesn't have any color effect at all. It's pretty much just an attack, and that's about it. I know Shooting Star can launch, but I don't know if the call version of it even launches. And even if it did launch, to have like a single launch on a call, not really worth it. Then we've got the Steel Pirouette, which does give you Eye Brave up, Brave Regen up, and a Brave Gain up as well. And then it does put a debuff called Point Blank Warp on the enemies. So it's okay, it's decent. I don't know if this does the full Steel Pirouette effect where like you will get the free turns. You might. The Point Blank Warp does make it so that like Noctis does extra follow-ups, but on a call, like I don't think there's enough here on this call that you would justify taking it over like a Rydia or a Raijin or a Mid-Italian or a Ferris. Like there's just so many better calls. So I really wouldn't worry about Noctis for his calls, right? Let's go ahead and look at Noctis himself here. So my Noctis isn't quite maxed out. I actually have like the opposite problem that I normally have. So normally the issue is I'll have a character built with FR, but I don't have the BT. Well, this is the opposite, where I've actually got Noctis with BT, but I didn't get the FR. If I had any amount of tickets, I would have gone till I got the FR, but I literally came in here with 20 tickets. So we don't have his FR, but he should still be looking pretty good elsewhere. We do have the BT to show off. We will definitely talk about and review what his FR does and his FR conditions. But we're just going to kind of look at Noctis pretty straight up here. And then we're going to show, we're going to kind of feature Tifa a bit and show how Tifa can work really well with a character like Noctis and Core in kind of conjunction with each other, right? So let's go ahead and look at his artifacts. So you want to go Attack 108 and Will of the Prince boost 2-star, which is going to be Max Brave and Attack. Once again, this is a damage dealer, so you just want to give him Attack and Max Brave as much as possible. Brave damage, that type of thing. On the spheres, same thing. Attack, Brave damage. You could do physical attack, things like that. Noctis's own sphere is pretty good, just because not many characters can use it. And it's a solid attack up, so you might as well give it to him because it's not one a lot of characters can use. So this is when inflicting knockback, and what knockback is when you do a launch. So pretty much when you launch, you get a 10% attack up for 8 turns. Noctis can initiate launching, so why not? Throw it on there. The other slot, you could do any attack up you want to. Lael you could use because it's another launching one, but it's a Max Brave up, which I don't know if I'd put Noctis just giving him a straight Max Brave up. I'd rather do more attack or Brave damage. So you could do like Jack, you could do Sephiroth, you could do Shulk, any character kind of like that on the A slot would be decent. Just look at what you have, find an attack up that you know that Noctis can fulfill, and you'll be good there. And then the E slot, I would say go Yuffie. It's going to be a Max Brave and attack up. That's probably his best one. I think Emperor and Seymour might work as well. But just any E-slot attack up is probably what I would throw down on Noctis. If you wanted to give him like a poison to give him a little bit more utility, that's always a fun thing you definitely can try out for sure. Depending on how you're using Noctis, if you're using Noctis a lot for his off turn, I mean, you could give him Vanille Sphere because he could steal breaks, right? So that's definitely an option because then when he's stealing breaks, he's going to debuff the enemies or basically dispel their own buffs, right? Which is pretty cool. So I think Vanille could be a decent shout out here on Noctis for sure. All right, with that, let's hop in and see what his numbers are looking like. I'm kind of curious here. So we are going to do a team comp here with Noctis, Core, and Tifa. So this is kind of a unique team build where I don't really have a true dedicated support, but I just want to show how you could abuse like a main DPS like Tifa with characters like Noctis and Core with off turn, right? And obviously we're going to feature Noctis himself and see his whole kit. But then I kind of want to do a little fun shenanigans with Tifa. Sure, we'll go ahead and bring a Pinello in here. And Tifa, we gotta bring the gloves out, right? Put the big gloves on here. I mean, this is overkill. We don't need to do this, but why not? Let's go crazy overkill. All right, I think we're ready to hop in. Let's see what happens. So what we're gonna do with Noctis is we're pretty much just gonna go through his kit and talk about how he's working here, right? All right. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I am going to just start with LD, and we can kind of talk about that. Oh, are the bursts? Oh, of course, the bursts got all split up funky. That's so weird. All right, let's do Steel Pirouette. This is an attack that I've been talking about. We'll just go through this right away. So let's pop that. All right, and then he does follow up with Point Blank Warp. All right, perfect. So a mil and then 600k AoE. All right. So what the Point Blank Warp does, it basically makes him do a follow-up. So if the enemies have that Point Blank Warp debuff, he's going to get that extra attack kind of thrown on the end there. And then with the LD Steel Pirouette, it is an AoE Brave and HP attack. It does move Noctis's next turn right before the target's next turn. So we see we attacked enemy B, and Noctis's turn is coming right before enemy B. He's going to give himself a buff called Armiger, a buff called Bonds of Amidity, and the party is going to get Warp Step. So let's talk about all these buffs. So Armiger is a stacking buff, and it's going to be an attack up, max brave up, HP damage up to himself. And then it does add extra brave hits to his brave attacks, which is pretty dang good. And then Bonds of Amidity is going to be an attack and brave damage up, overflow stolen up, HP damage up, I brave up, brave regen up, and then brave gain in between every HP attack. So that is also a good buff. And then Warp Step to the party, which is crazy. This is going to be an attack up to the party. And then the party's turn is considered free, so it will not eat up turn count. And it moves their turn right before the enemy's turn. So let's watch this. So Tifa's got Warp Step, right? So if I target enemy B, Tifa will not eat up a turn count, and she's going to go right before it. So let's go ahead and do like Meteor Crush, right? So I'm going to do Meteor Crush. And you're going to notice the turn count should not go up. And Tifa just jumped, skipped right ahead of there. So you could loop combos where you go through every party member's warp steps. You could refresh warp step, do it again. This is kind of how people did 0-turn clears back in the day. You definitely don't need to shoot for that for any reason, right? But it is something you can do. All right, so core, let's go ahead and put Moonlit, and we'll put it on Noctis because we want to make him look good. So Oath of Absolute Defense there. Okay, and then core, we do need to get his EX buff up right away. We definitely want to get core's BT up as well. Try to get all that going. All right, Noctis is up again. So let's go ahead and show off another attack. So what you're going to notice is Shooting Star and Warp Strike. They have base versions and plus versions, okay? The way you get the plus version is like if you attack them with the normal version and they are broken or you break them, then it's going to upgrade to the plus version, okay? So let's do Shooting Star first. Well, actually what we could do is, let me just double check one thing really quick. Yes, so we're going to cheat a little bit. So if you want the plus versions right away, you can just do the AA, which is called Set Warp Advance, and it's going to make them the plus versions, which are really good, right? So you see we're going to get the plus version. So let's do Shooting Star Plus. This is a launching attack, so let's pop that. And then because they have that debuff, you're going to get the point blank attack, and we're going to launch on the end of it. And let's see how much damage we have on that. All right, so 1.4 mil, pretty good for just like a normal button press, right? Not too bad at all. Tifa now, we could do full throttle and everything, but since we've got the warp step, let's take advantage of it, and we'll just hit enemy B. Now, the thing you have to be careful of is if you're doing warp step to stay in front, we just broke enemy B behind A. So now you see Tifa actually fell behind A, and now with core, if we want to stay in front, we have to switch and attack enemy A, right? Now with core, we are going to go ahead and hit core's BT effect. So that way we can get Oath of Absolute Defense on Tifa as well. So now core's going to need another turn to kind of set that up. I could have also done like the friend swap trick, but whatever. All right, so then Noctis. So, sorry, I should actually go through Shooting Star. So when he does the plus version, so normally it's just the brave HP attack, right? But the plus version gives him the launching, makes other enemies unlaunchable, allies brave and HP damage 10% during the launch, moves Noctis's turn before the next target's turn, so it's like a free warp step basically. He gets a free turn and then it reverts back, so you get to use it once, okay? So basically, the non-plus version just does the first part of the attack and doesn't get any of the other benefits. So the plus version is way stronger. So let's go ahead and do Warp Strike plus. We'll hit enemy A. Okay, let's see the damage here. Yep. And we got the launch, and all that came from the previous attack. Okay, so Warp Strike is just the 4-hit Brave HP attack, nothing else. But the plus version moves his turn before the enemy target's turn, free turn, and reverts. So both of the plus versions, they're like free warp steps, where you can just stay in front of the enemy and get a free turn, right? Then he's going to get an attack up, and he's going to get a stack on that Armiger buff. The Shooting Star, by the way, also did a max Brave up and a stack on Armiger. I forgot to mention that. And then both the 15 and 35 will refresh Point Blank Warp, which once again, that's a defense down, and it gives him that extra Point Blank follow-up, right? All right, Tifa. What are we going to do with Tifa? I guess Tifa, we need a BT effect, don't we? Let's go ahead and do Tifa's BT effect. Sure, let's go crazy. I probably should get like a Raijin call down so that I don't get messed with too much here, but I think we should be fine. All right, Noctis. Oh, actually, I don't know. Do I even have a Raijin on this team comp? Maybe not. I could throw that call on. I could do that. Here's what I'm going to do. I kind of want to like ramp up and do something because I think I've already shown everything with Noctis except the EX. So sure, let's go ahead. Let's just bring in Pinello. And let's just do some ramping. Ramp while we got it. This also will make both the enemies breakable. So I can have some fun with that. All right, and then Pinello should be out. All right, so we're going to show some crazy shenanigans. So let's go ahead and let's get the BT effect up with Noctis. This is going to be one of the best parts about his kit. And let's see what the damage looks like here. It's actually my first time using his green BT. I greened him for this newest upgrade. I've never greened him before. I had his BT, it just hadn't been greened. All right. Perfect. So he's got a 6-turn BT effect. So let's talk about it and why it is so important. So this is his burst effect is 6 turns. It's going to do a party brave damage up, brave and HP damage limit up. The big thing though is after a party member attacks, he triggers an extra follow-up, which is very, very strong, right? Now Core's got his BT effect up. Let's double check here. So 2 turns of Oath left on Noctis. We are going to go ahead and because we have the BT up, we can now slam Oath on Tifa. So Tifa now will get Oath. And we can have that on both characters at the same time. Now on Core's next turn, we would have to refresh Oath on that. But there you go. Noctis did a follow-up for about a mil. Like these aren't like piddly follow-ups. These are big-time follow-ups, right? So where this gets crazy is if, say, we go into like a Tifa burst on a force time, crazy things will happen, right? Now here's what I'm going to do with Noctis. I kind of want to keep Tifa in front to like set up like her force and her burst. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to steal Pirouette here and give us warp steps. So let's go ahead and do that. I have the EX. I do want to show it. We'll show it in just a minute. So let me hit enemy A. We're going to steal Pirouette here. And then we can keep Tifa in front. And we can do what we got to do with her because she needs a little bit of setup with the FR. Because I'm trying to think. Her FR I don't believe is instant turn rate. So there we go. Just like a mil damage there. And then Tifa. Yes, we are going to go FR with Tifa now. Because we do not have Noctis FR. So we're going to showcase this kind of differently. Showing the value of Noctis as an off turn. Now having FR is definitely better. Because then you have Echo you can use and all that, right? These enemies are going to be absolutely melting away. But my goal here with Noctis. Noctis's Oath will fall off, but that won't really matter. Dude, look at that. Like, dude, just hitting over a mil on his follow-ups, it's going to be so busted. All right, so Noctis now. What I want to do is I want to stay ahead of enemy B. And what I want to do is we got to show off the EX. So let's see, what is this guy's EX? I remember his EX is very powerful. Let's see what this EX is doing here. I'm curious. This is at 123, by the way, so pretty much a fresh force gauge. He just attacks a lot. And then point blank. All right, 3 mil. That's pretty good because our gauge was not that high to be doing 3 mil. Plus the extra follow-up there, right? So let's talk about the EX really quick. Let me see. So the EX, he's going to get the plus version as long as the enemy has point blank warp, which you want. It does the big attack that we saw there. He brave gains in between his attacks. He gets a free ability use on the next turn. 3 stacks of the armature buff, and it refreshes point blank warp. So very simple. It doesn't do like any crazy buffs. It's just really, really nice damage on that attack, right? Well, now, Tifa, well, here's the thing. We can kind of abuse something here, right? Because I would want to go into Tifa Burst here, but watch this. Tifa's got Warp Step, 1 turn of it, right? So that should still trigger. So if I attack enemy A, in theory, I should be able to echo here and stay in front of enemy A and then go into Tifa Burst. So let's do it. And just the damage. The damage. And then Tifa just jumps right in front. Back-to-back turns. It can kind of work in the same way you would use a quick prayer with Luna Freya. Right now we're set up. Let's burst phase and go absolutely insane here. Well, since it's Tifa, I mean, I can full throttle for free. Let's full throttle for free. And look at, we got Core following up. We got Noctis following up. We're doing all the things. There it is. Noctis. Dude, the damage. Dude, 3 mil on the follow-up. Are you kidding me with the damage? It's really good, but you got to have the BT for it, right? Let's go burst phase. And then this is like something you can do with this type of team, right? So now we're just pressing insane buttons, and this fight will not last long. This is absolutely done. And what we're looking at here, because this is Noctis' showcase, look at Noctis' damage. So we do the HP damage first, then Noctis jumps in and is like, yep, I'm going to hit about 4 mil on that. Like, ridiculous damage. Tifa, sure, let's do this. I mean, this is where I see the strength of Noctis, to be honest. I actually don't think of him as like my main DPS. I think of him as another off-turn option. And this is like Kane on steroids, right? It's like ridiculous amounts of damage. And the reason they're so powerful is because they come from a BT effect. And it doesn't last terribly long, right? Like 6 turns. But you combo that with a speedy character or a burst phase, and you just annihilate fights. You annihilate because it's an off-turn character that has the power of being a very modern BT Force Echo character. I mean, it's crazy. Sure, Meteor Crush. And I mean, we're comboing it with Tifa, who's still, I think, the best single target DPS in the game still. Like, Tifa is just ridiculous. I mean, she's someone that didn't really fall off, and then they decided to give her Echo anyways. Gave her an upgrade. It's like, okay, the girl didn't really need it, but she got it. And she's just crazy. It's just the damage here. And we got Core doing damage as well. And I mean, you can do, for comparison, right? Like how busted Core is for all of his follow-ups. Well, he's doing like a fraction of the damage that Noctis is. Look at Noctis, 6 mil on that shot. Like these are, it's not even like counter damage. These are just like full-on strong attacks. It's almost like he's countering with an EX attack or something every time. It's just crazy. And we're doing this without launching. We could have launching on top of this. So imagine like a Rain's Call. We got Core popping off. We got Noctis popping off. I mean, you're putting up insane burst phases here. Because we're doing this without launch. And yeah, we got to hit the FR button. This is Tifa's like 60, 70 mil button. Now that's normally with launch. I don't think we'll see that here. And we're not at 900%. But you get up to 900% with launch with maybe a little follow-up. Like she's doing like a 60, 70 mil shot here. Yeah, just 16 mil there without all the extras, but that's fine. But you got to count that extra 6 mil in there. So that was more like a 22 mil or something like that. And then finish it off there. So anyways, guys, there you go. There's Noctis. He is a very nice character. But I would prioritize Core over him. But if you decide to invest in Noctis, you can see he can do a lot of fun things. I do consider him a turn manipulator. And turn manipulation is a very good skill to have. He's now a modern BT Echo character. He does a lot of on-turn damage, but you can see that he's kind of like off-turn king for like per-turn damage. Holy cow. those are huge numbers on the off turn, so I'm very glad I greened the BT. I recommend if you use him, you do want to green the BT, because you don't want to have to waste your BT phase on like his weak normal BT. You want to hit that green button to get his big BT buff and go from crazy. And then if you are going to use his actual BT phase, you want it to be green because you get a better BT phase, and that's when it's really worth it. Now, before we hop off on this, we do got to talk about the FR. I don't want to forget that, right? So the FR, which we did not see in the video, he does combo with Zach, which I know a lot of you are going to be fanning over that. Y'all love Zach. Y'all love Noctis. Very good combo there. So it gives him 2 stacks of warp steps. So when he's got the FR on, he can sit in front of the enemies for 2 turns and kind of do his own thing a little bit. And his percentages are actually pretty easy. If you act after one of your own allies, it's plus 40%. So the idea is you have some type of warp step, you stay in front of the enemies. As long as the previous turn was not an enemy turn, you get 40%, which is very free and easy. Then if there's any stacking buff or effect on an ally, it's another 40%. So it's a very easy free 80% that you can hold up. And Noctis is a character that you can run his FR, and you don't have to use his burst phase. You can manipulate turns with the warp step, and then let other characters do their thing, do their echoes, and then say go in with a Tifa burst and just blow things up from there while he's following up. That's the way I would use him. I actually wouldn't use Noctis for his own burst phase. You need to green him, press the button to get the follow-ups, do some warp steps, do your echoes, get the gauge where you want it, go into someone like Tifa and absolutely annihilate the fight. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of this monster. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one. All right, there's Noctis. Pretty good. Even without the FR, he's going to be just fine. I use him as like an off turn. Oh, it's just the echo. Like, I want the FR because I want to be able to echo with him. It's just so ridiculous. But yeah, Noctis is a nice piece, dude. Because the thing is, you know, a lot of people think of him as a DPS, but I think of him more as an off turn. And as an off turn, man, he is really, really good. Here, let me get my file labeled. Okay, character guide, showcase. All right, let's do that. All right, my files are labeled. We got 3 videos to go up for tonight. We've been streaming for about an hour and a half. Appreciate you guys all hanging out. I'm probably not going to do any event stuff with you guys. Once again, I still got school. I got 2 more weeks, you guys. 2 more weeks. When we get to summer break and I'm streaming, I'll stay up for a while. We'll do events and stuff pretty much till my phone dies probably. But for tonight, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit up chat one more time, and then I'm probably going to hop off for the night. But I do appreciate you guys all coming. So if you have any questions, ask me now. Now's the time. I'm going to go through chat. But you can let me know if you're all impressed with Noctis. By the way, if you want to join my Discord, it's up there. If you like what you saw tonight, like the stream. Feel free to like the stream, share it with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I'd appreciate it. All right, let me see what we got in the chat. Nox is here. Thanks for coming, Nox. Tried going in for core BT, but got a bunch of Noctis FR. I wish I got the Noctis FR. Very cozy. Thanks for coming. Very cozy. Almost had to pity Noctis. I'm not feeling well. Hopefully you recover on the next one. Nick the Ninja. Well, I'm going to go do free pulls and sleep. Have a fun guy. Fun, my guys and lady guys. Yeah, thanks for coming, Nick. I know you probably didn't hear that because that post was a while ago, but thanks for coming. Blah71 is here. Thanks for coming. I pulled all the kit for core Noctis. Awesome. Celis Ray is here. Got core FR when it first came out. Couldn't get the BT, sadly. That's all right. He's still really good. JM Book Shrek or Book Shriek. Yeah, I booked Noctis. Gmork. Ugh, I still need to green Tidus and Laguna. Oh, wait, Book Shrek. Yeah, I get what you're saying because I was doing BT books earlier. Rukia, no, I'm not going to do the events tonight. It's just too late. It's like 10:30 and I got to wake up at like 6 a.m. So, like I said, give me a couple weeks. Once summer hits, dude, we'll stay up till like 1 in the morning, like doing. Well, I can't do that unless I actually get like a charger where I can charge my phone while I'm streaming. But we'll do events later on for sure. Eraser, Golbez is getting huge rework because damage skyrockets in the future. Yeah, Golbez just felt like the right pick for that book. I think so. I think that felt like, and like Kuja, I'm just not a fan of Kuja. JSM is here. I would Sid Rain Sphere be a good for Noctis. Oh, Rain Sphere. Let me look at Rain Sphere. Probably. It's a launch sphere. I don't remember what the stats are on it. Let me check Rain's. What's my boy Rain's doing? He's going to be down here with 13. What's my boy Rain's got on? Rain's right here. So Rain's... Oh, yeah. Yep. Rain's would be good for sure. The only thing with this one... the only thing I would say with Rain's is Noctis is not as consistent a launch. Like, he doesn't launch as often as other characters. And Rain's is a stacking attack up, so you got to be launching a lot. So I definitely, like, if you're going to do a launch one, I think Noctis's is a lot better. I actually don't know if I'd go for Rain's, because you got to stack that up 5 times. And Noctis isn't going to be launching that consistently. So I would actually maybe say no to that one. It's solid, though. You could definitely do it. Raikkoon, thanks for coming, Raikkoon. What's up, Joe? Had a token core BT because I had tokens expiring. Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. G-Mark, you ate that. Astos is still so far away. Yeah, it'll be a little bit, but Astos will be busted. G-Mark, I hope Noctis doesn't suck. He definitely doesn't suck. I think he was looking really good in this video. I liked his on-turn damage wasn't like Tifa levels, but it was good. Like, he was doing over a mil per button press, and the follow-ups were nice. But, dude, yeah, the BT effect is really where he shines, I think. Showing him work with Tifa there, that was ridiculous. Shout out to 20% battery warning. Thanks for coming to the stream, 20% battery. I knew you'd make an appearance tonight. You always do. Camui at my realm is here. Nope, he was stingy. I pity Core BT. Noctis FR came at 400. That is pretty stingy. Ukaru, Core's banner has so far shafted me. I didn't even get his LD. Oh my god, that is a shaft. Wow. Yeah, Tifa's just, yeah. Tifa's crazy. Yeah, for sure. Tifa is so beastly. I agree. She is a beast. Tifa might be like one of my favorite characters in the game. She is so awesome. Oh, Gavin, your wife teaches... Dude, 20% battery warding. I know you're here, okay? I read your comment. I know you're here. You don't need to keep commenting, okay? It's all good. Gavin, your wife is a teacher too. I feel the vibe. Hope you have a great night. Yeah, you too. Hey Zeus, GG, yeah. Cyber Crusader, my wife has 3 more weeks of Dude, everybody's wife is a teacher. All right, nice. Let me know what your wife teaches. Gmork. Noct is great, but I have some BTs to catch up on first. Yeah, for sure. E-Daddy, sadly, Kuja will have no place in default for... Yeah, Kuja is just a character where I don't remember anyone being like, oh my god, Kuja is crazy. The only time... I think the time Kuja was the most hype was on his LD release, because it was like one of the strongest hitting attacks in the game. Like, I think at the time it was the strongest singular attack in the game. But other than that, Kuja really hasn't shined in this game. He's so generic. He's just like, he's like a caveman unit. He's like, I do damage, I do holy. That's it. Like, like Shrek hit you hard. That's Kuja, right? Dark King Riku is here. How did it go? Things were fine. We BT token core, didn't really pull anything because I didn't really pull. And character guides went great. So they're going to be going up in a few minutes here. Yasir Mackie, thanks for coming. Hello to you as well. Uker, you got the LDO tickets. That's good. Yasir, you're just hopping in. You basically missed everything. I'm about to wrap up. I did polls. Well, I did very minimal. I basically just did my free multis. Didn't really get anything. But I tokened core, so we were ready to go. We did core's character guide. We did Noctis's guide. So I'm going to get those uploaded here as soon as we hop off. Gmark, your wife is an IRS agent. Wow, nice. Oh, high school English. Okay, very nice for Cyber Crusader's wife. Cool. Gavin B, 3rd grade everything. Yeah, when you're, those elementary teachers, they pretty much teach every subject, right? JM, see you later. Thank you for the character guide and showcase. Thank you for coming, JM. Gmork, she teaches to not try to get over on the government. Wait, she teaches to not try to get over on the government. Not sure what you mean by that. But yeah. Yes, here, Mackie. No, yeah. Sorry, bud. Sorry you missed it. So anyways, guys, we are going to hop off at this point. Thank you all for coming. Hopefully we'll see you later. Expect a lot more streams during the summer. We'll hang out a little bit longer. But appreciate you all coming.